Today in our series on free enterprise with the Florida Chamber of Commerce, we are joined by Quintin Kendall, Vice President of State Government and Community Affairs at CSX Transportation, Florida Chamber Board member, and one of 12 Florida Chamber Regional Board chairs. Florida is a great place to do business. CSX Railroad serves nearly two-thirds of the American population through a network spanning 23 states, the District of Columbia, and 2 Canadian provinces, and connects every major metropolitan area in the eastern U.S. The Florida Chamber believes that welcoming diverse businesses from around the state is key to taking advantage of the business-friendly climate that we have here, Quintin, and it helps Florida remain competitive. So in your opinion, why should businesses choose Florida?
Although CSX operates in 23 states east of the Mississippi River, the District of Columbia, and even 2 Canadian provinces, we're proud to call Jacksonville, Florida, home. Because Florida's a great state to do business, and at CSX we found that it's a state that welcomes innovation. Florida's trade and logistics efforts are leading the country, and that's part of the reason we invested nearly $250 million in our Florida network last year. This money helps keep our railroads safe, but it also helps to support and attract more high-wage jobs at companies that use rail to transport their products. Also, research from the Florida Chamber Foundation's most recent trade and logistics study shows that Florida is growing at a rapid pace, and industries like manufacturing and trade are growing with it. So choosing Florida means choosing opportunity and economic growth.
You know, CSX, not only one of the nation's leading transportation suppliers, but your work with some of Florida's largest ports helps to not only create jobs, but it helps Florida move in the right direction to remain a kind of a global hub for trade, something that Governor Rick Scott has spent a lot of time focusing on. Tell us a little bit about your partnership with ports in the state of Florida.
Well, from a big picture perspective, CSX operates an average of 1,300 trains and approximately 20,000 freight cars on our lines each day.
Wow.
Carrying things that we use every day. The car we drive, the orange juice we drink, the energy that turns on the lights, and the big screen televisions we buy at Target. But in Florida alone, we operate more than 2,800 miles of track, and we serve 12 ports across the state, including Jacksport here regionally. And these ports are obviously key to Florida's future because they export and import goods from around the world. And our partnership with them, we believe, is key to increasing trade, because when ports have a reliable mode of transportation to receive and deliver goods, especially an environmentally friendly mode such as freight rail, customers are able to get goods and products in a time-efficient manner. And I would also add that our investment in the new CSX Intermodal Center at Winter Haven has the potential to really add tremendous value to an already thriving port system here in Florida.
Quintin, anybody listening knows Florida's a very diverse state, and you serve as a regional board chair for the Florida Chamber of Commerce in Jacksonville, and then obviously the surrounding area. Tell us about the top issues that are in your region.
Well, I'm a transportation guy, so investment in infrastructure is what comes to mind immediately. As I mentioned, at CSX, we help connect the state and connect the state into the rest of the country. And it's that partnership that I think helps our state be successful, especially with international trade and distribution of manufacturing. The Jacksonville region is very diverse, as you mentioned. We have many companies that benefit from transportation infrastructure, from smaller businesses to larger companies like ours. I think I would also say that in order to meet the needs of all of these companies, a big focus will be education and developing talent for tomorrow's workforce. The education needs in the region vary widely, so I really hope to have some good discussions on how we can help empower our students. But also in Northeast Florida, military, veterans, and defense are large industries here in this region. At CSX, we are perennially named as a national leader in employing veterans, so I hope to build on that in my role with the Florida Chamber to champion the creation of valuable jobs and help Florida's economy grow.
You know, as a regional chair, Quintin, you know, you're tasked with a lot of things here. How will your time as the chair find solutions, advocate for the issues in the community and the region? How are you going to use that time?
I think first and foremost, it's spending time with other business leaders here in Northeast Florida. As I mentioned, diverse businesses throughout the region, and bringing them together to advocate for a pro-business agenda that not only helps the region, but the entire state will be key. Also plan on working with the other regional board chairs to make this happen on a statewide basis because I've seen firsthand the impact that businesses who work together can have on the future of our state. So I look forward to helping implement the research found by the Florida Chamber Foundation going forward so that we can help to close some of the gaps and secure our state's future.
Quintin, I've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of business leaders, and it's one of the, I think my favorite question is I love to hear the diversity of answers here. So when I ask you about free enterprise, you know what the Florida Chamber thinks of free enterprise, but what does free enterprise mean to you?
Free enterprise means having the ability to align the needs of our stakeholders and employees with the needs of our state. At CSX, it means having the freedom to follow our core values and build a company that not only drives our economic growth, but that allows us to help make communities and people who thrive there more competitive.
Quintin, thanks so much for the time today.
Terrific. Thank you.